presented by Hannah Murray.
Good morning. We're off to the UK now to speak to Alison Swift, who's an IT consultant, a Reiki practitioner and wellness coach who experienced anxiety and depression from her late teens to early 30s. She's put together the Wellness Toolbox, a guide of handy tips, tricks and tasks that she used to overcome her own anxiety, and hopes it will inspire a changed life for others. She and her sister have also created a Facebook group called SisterGoodness, where they post all things positive. Welcome to the show, Alison.
Good morning.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. So tell us, if you can, a bit about your own issues with anxiety and how you were able to overcome them.
Okay, so back in 2006, when I was 26 years old, I hit what I call my rock bottom. So the years leading up to that, from late teens, I really struggled with panic attacks, anxiety, and all the other symptoms that come with that. And I really struggled to work out how to help myself, constantly on the internet looking for answers, but wasn't really open or honest with anybody. Then I hit my rock bottom. I couldn't actually leave the house, and my mum finally convinced me to go and get some help. Through going to the doctor, he actually was really supportive and encouraged me to go for therapy. So I went and had some CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, which then introduced me to this concept of having a toolbox that I carried with me at all times that had tools in it that could help me cope with the anxiety. And I kind of took that away, built upon it, and came up with this idea of it being My Wellness Toolbox. And through the years, I found so many useful tools that have just helped me day in and day out, or maybe just for big events that can help me deal with the anxiety, but I've actually overcome it. So now I don't wake up in the morning with knots in my stomach, and I can go into restaurants without having to, sit with my back to the other tables and diners, and some of those smaller things that come with anxiety, and then some of the big stuff as well, like I was able to deal with my wedding day without having a panic attack, and all that good stuff. So I decided 2 years ago, which was 10 years to the anniversary of me hitting my rock bottom, to kind of just put something on Facebook about how proud of what I was of myself. The response to that completely overwhelmed me, and I didn't realise how many people around me were struggling with anxiety and in silence. And I got quite a lot of feedback privately, and it kind of made me think I need to share my tools, because even though this is my wellness toolbox with the tools that have helped me, even if one of them can help somebody else just to deal with what they're dealing with today, then it's worth getting out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That led to SisterGoodness. So I started writing the book, but I was also pregnant at the time. So then my baby arrived, and I that got put to one side. And then in October, my sister and I were having a really good chat. We both like writing. It's a tool for both of us. And we decided to create My SisterGoodness, the SisterGoodness Facebook page, which is where we then just went full on, all positivity, sharing a lot of quotes on different days of the week just to keep people motivated. And each week over 26 weeks, I shared one of my tools. Again,
so is the idea that people can help themselves with this then?
Yeah. So one of the things that I've learned the most from this journey is the person that helps you is you. So I've got a toolbox, and even though others can help me obtain those tools and work with those tools, I have to find them for myself and use them and work hard to help me face and overcome the difficulties that we face in day-to-day life.
And do you think that everybody basically can use the same sorts of tools?
No. So we can all use, I think, depending on what mental health challenges that you have will depend on the tools that you need. And these are very much the tools that I've used for my life and in my circumstances and for the things that have happened in my life. Everyone's story is different, and everyone's toolboxes will be different. But there will be tools that will be the same, and that or at least you can get a flavour of. And what I want this book to do is just inspire people to think about, okay, what actually can I do for myself to help me? And even if it just triggers that thought process, and it might lead them to go and talk to someone or seek help. It might not be cognitive behavioural therapy like I needed, there might be something else. But if it encourages someone to go and talk to a doctor or get help, then I feel like the book has achieved something.
And how important is things like positivity? I mean, I know people who have both views on this, people who really feel inspired by positive affirmations and things like that and help them on a daily basis, and other people who really have the opposite view and just kind of think, oh, for goodness sake, whatever.
Yeah, and I probably was one of the people that thought, yeah, whatever, 12 years ago. And then when I actually started to use affirmations, that's when I really started to appreciate the power of them. And they do, if you have a negative thought process and you use a positive thought to override them, and it works, it's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're in the midst of, deep anxiety. But if you can just continue to try and override those negative thoughts, they can help, or at least they help me, and they might be able to help somebody else. But again, as we've said, not all tools are for everybody. It all depends on your background, what's happened in your life, and I appreciate that not everyone will be bought into all of those tools.
And do you know, have you done much research into why people suffer from anxiety? Is it normally sparked from some kind of trauma or event?
In my experience, something has normally been a trigger, and there were triggers in my life that led me to struggle with anxiety later on. And I do think it's important that you try and get to the root cause of why that anxiety exists. And it was actually by me having the cognitive behavioural therapy that I was able to start looking at what things have happened in my life and actually start to accept them and let them go and move on. And as I did that, I've got better and better and better, and I was able to then even grasp other tools and become more positive.
Brilliant. Well, it's great to know that people really can do something about these issues. If people want more information, then they can obviously get a copy of the book, My Wellness Toolbox. It'll be available to buy on our website in the bookshop section. Is there a website or anything, Alison?
Yeah, there's also www.wellnesstoolbox.co.uk. And we're also in the process at the moment as well as creating the www.SisterGoodness.co.uk website. And you can also follow me on Twitter at SisterGoodness.
Fantastic. Okay, wellnesstoolbox.co.uk is the website. Alison Swift, thank you very much for joining us and good luck with it all.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.